afternoon, this is Sean with Glass Home Inspections, performing a sewer scope inspection on a property on North 54th Drive. I'm sorry, North 54th Avenue. We are currently accessing the ground cleanouts in the courtyard area that are surrounded by the pavers. We're going to start by entering the cleanout that should take us underneath the home. Then we'll retract the camera head and then proceed into the cleanout that's going to take us out to the city sewer connection. I'm going to reset the counter as we enter the cleanout. This way, if we do identify an issue, we should know the rough distance from the entrance of the cleanout. Here we go. Right back, I'm going to flush the toilet quickly just to clean the camera head. It got some debris on it entering the lateral line. There we go, much better view. So the piping is ABS. There is typical fog, which stands for fats, oils, and grease on the piping walls. This is not uncommon. We see this on almost all sewer lateral lines. And we can see the last of the water trailing out. As you can see, we have a little bit heavier fat, oil, and grease buildup here. Again, still within the acceptable normal range. However, this is a concern for you. You could have the line hydrojetted and or roto-rootered to remove this buildup of fats, oils, and grease. We have a way here, and it is directing us to the left. When we retract the camera head, we will see if we can go to the right. unfortunately, due to the piping size and diameter, this is as far as I can push down that way to the left, the piping that was to the left. We are going to retract and see if we can go get the camera head to jump to the right-hand side and continue down that section of the lateral line. Okay, we were able to get it to go straighter to the right. This is the end of the lateral line under the home. Again, the piping was ABS. There was mostly minor fog buildup, and then at that one section we had the moderate fog, which again stands for fat oils and grease buildup on the piping walls. At this time, neither are a major concern. However, you could have the lateral line hydrojetted or rotor-rootered to remove that to ensure it doesn't become a problem in the near future. I'm going to begin retracting the camera head, and then we will enter the cleanout leading to the city sewer connection. Okay, we have now exited the cleanout that led underneath the house. We are now going to enter the back cleanout, which is going to actually lead us out towards the city sewer connection. Just going to give the camera head a quick wipe here. Try and make sure we have as clear a view as possible. Successfully entered the lateral line. We're going to proceed towards the city sewer connection. Once again, you can see we have fog, which again, fat oil and grease buildup on the piping walls and bottom. like we've had a buildup of toilet paper on the piping ceiling. May have been from a former obstruction or issue. Apologies. The water was ran. We had a section of the piping where there was a hang up, and I used running water to, one, help lubricate the pipe, and two, to float the camera head slightly so that we could get past whatever the obstruction was. It does appear that I pushed into the city sewer connection. As you can see, the piping walls are now orange. It should be clay piping. We're going to proceed a few feet down on this to make sure that there's no major issues here, and then we'll retract the camera head and look for any issues on the way out. Okay, we're well into the lateral line. Once again, I'm going to begin retracting the camera head, and we'll look for any issues on the way out, as we had to run the water to help get the camera head around corners and bends in the piping, and wasn't able to get a clear view while we were doing that. There is a minor offset here, but this is once again in the city lateral line and not the responsibility of the homeowner. It's not an extreme offset and should not be causing any major issues. So here you can see where we've transitioned back into the ABS or black piping. Once again, this is the responsibility of the homeowner, and the orange clay piping is the city sewer connection. at 16 foot roughly. There doesn't appear to be an offset. And a possible crack on the top side of the piping wall. We do recommend further evaluation by a licensed plumbing professional to determine if this issue needs to be addressed. And again, having the fog cleaned to ensure proper water flow. In that area that appeared to be a crack, maybe something that's adhered to the piping wall and giving the illusion of a crack. But water is flowing as intended. There are no major offsets or separations, no root intrusion, and just minor to and at one area moderate buildup of fog on the piping walls. This concludes the end of the sewer scope inspection. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out, and we hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.